Hey guys, Cloud VP here, and welcome back to the second reproduction. It's been a while since I've played this, and I apologize. I've been doing Pokemon and other things, starting on my wedding planning, which is exciting and fun, and you gotta be creative. I'm thinking of doing a Nintendo wedding, but I will do a blog about that later as more plans fall into place, and I know what I'm doing exactly, because I still got a couple things to think about. Anyway, enough about my personal romance life. Let's get into Christina's personal life. God, I can't even remember her name. Anyway, here we go. Let's load. If we are lucky, the voice acting will work. If we're lucky. I'm really hoping it works. Make no promises, but here we go. Load. If not, I have to read it myself. Oh yeah, if we remember last time, she was meeting a demon town. She was in a demon town, and she was appalled. Well, she wasn't appalled, but because of how friendly the people were, she was like having really mixed feelings about it. And I apologize if my face is extra lighty in the camera. I have a window right above my computer because that's how it's faced, and the light is like setting on my face. It looks really bright. Actually, let me see if I can tone that down. Hold up. Okay, so hopefully that helped it a little bit. Anyway, let's get going. Okay. I felt sick. I wanted to throw up. My head pounded as if splitting in half. The world around me melted, growing more and more warped and distorted. The trees, the soil, the air, everything felt so fake. Even my breathing felt unreal. I crouched down under a tree, still feeling sick. I trembled violently, even though the air was far from cold. Something I shouldn't have thought about entered my mind. I couldn't think about it. I absolutely couldn't think about it. I thought about how... Damn, he's not gonna read his lines. Darn you, Lizette! Princess. Lizette. He'd run after me, worried. I quickly grasped his hand and sought refuge in his eyes. Tell me, I'm... Heterodoxism isn't wrong, right? The demons are all evil, aren't they? I'm begging you, Lizette. You're always right. So if you just say so, then surely... Lizette doesn't even know. Lizette's expression was painful. He remained silent, biting his lower lip as he gazed down at my trembling hands. I tightened my grip, desperate for an answer. After what felt like an eternity, he slowly looked up and said, If you want an answer, then I'll give you one. I'm unsure. If the demons really are a race of absolute evil, we can't be sure yet, of course, but... I think we should investigate further and find out the truth. Wait! Do you have any idea what you just said? What all of that means? I've been killing demons my whole life. If we admit that... And that's exactly why we have to. What? We can't run away anymore. We can't turn away from the truth. There's no justice in that. Just self-satisfaction. But admitting it is basically treason. Princess, what's more important to you? Religious justice or the justice in our hearts? I can't kill those children. Not anymore. Will you execute me for it? For being a traitor? No, I couldn't. That's why we have to do it, Princess. We need to find out what the demons are really like. And if heterodoxism turns out to be wrong, then it's a champion's duty to tell the world the truth. A champion's? Yes. It's because you're a champion, Princess. If you make a mistake, you have to set things straight. She's got a point. And now I realize that the light is getting darker. And I gotta fix that. Again. God. Okay. Admitting that you might be wrong is scary, isn't it? I've killed a lot of demons too. Even if I acknowledge my sin, it won't change the past. You're strong, you know. Not everyone can accept that. I'm a floating head right now. Hold on, guys. Again. Ugh. Light from yonder window. Why art thou so dumb? Okay, maybe that'll be better and you can actually see me. It doesn't help I'm wearing a black Batman shirt, so whatever. Ha. It's thanks to you, Princess. To me? Yes. I've always been looking at you. The princess, who just looks straight ahead and follows her own justice. I wanted to be by her side, to serve as her knight. Is that... Can you stand, Princess? Of course. Who do you think I am? I'm the 25th champion, Christina Ranzad. I will stand up and fight, no matter what happens. I will never lose my own sense of justice. Come on, Lizette. We still need to thank the villagers for the banquet. Yes. It's a good thing that she's not, like, just blindlessly following what she's always done. She actually wonders, like, has what I've been doing, like, right or wrong? It's a good thing of a hero, I think. What was right? What was wrong? I'm certain there's no one alive who could tell us for sure. It was probably one of the most difficult questions in the world, and one that would haunt us forever. If so, then I would give up looking for an answer and instead search for my own reason, one I could accept. And as we looked towards the setting sun, Lizette and I stepped forth. To victory! So tomorrow's a day off in the Demon Kingdom, huh? Phew, I should go to sleep. I guess that means I get to decide what I'm going to do again. Holiday night! They have a lot of these, apparently. Okay, what should I do tonight? Apparently I'm going out. Apparently. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Lizette! You're talking to me! He's talking to me, and you're not, like, making me read your lines. Happy holiday, everyone. That's like the best thing ever. Thank you, Lizette. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know. I'll probably investigate the west side of the city. My dog's barking. They're both okay. Huh? There's nothing excellent about that. I grimaced. Eh. We bumped into the worst possible person on our way out. Gardas probably saw my expression, but he didn't react to it. Oh, more banquets, more food. Everybody loves food. It's the best. I also need my bank's cut, but that's another story. Delighted. I'd love to meet a woman who'd actually go, "Oh wow, I'm so happy," and fall at your feet at such a proposal. I mean, really. Where are we going? Oh wow, I'm so happy. Thank you, Your Majesty. He totally, like, showed her up. In the end, we were dragged along anyway, and we took our seats at a banquet populated by an ironic number of women. Even though Gardas had been so insistent, he paid no attention to us and sat with a large group of women instead, drinking wine and laughing with them. What was the point in bringing us here if he's just going to ignore us? Unfortunately for me, Gardas overheard my complaint. That's how it works. Well, duh. Yes. Nobody said anything about... Oh. He wants her to sit with him. It's so cute. Absolutely not. Such a dishonest person. Then again, if you want a seat coated with your own blood, then I'll gladly oblige. Do you want to tempt her? Of course I would. A woman beside Gardas pressed her shapely bosom against him, as if trying to draw his attention away from me. This wasn't the best time to get angry, but I couldn't help but feel furious at the sight. The woman smiled triumphantly, pleased with the angry expression on my face. Lord Gardas, why dine on unripe fruit when you can have some mature, fresh fruit right here? The woman placed a red berry between her soft lips. I thought she was gonna place it between her boobs. For some reason, and be like, "Oh, would you like some of my cherries?" It's bad. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I apologize for that comment. I also forgot to put a warning on this episode, but if you've been watching this series, which I hope you have, you know that you should be warned about whatever happens during these episodes. So maybe I shouldn't apologize for what I just said. Anyway, on her lips, not her bum. Or, not her bum, her bosom. God damn it. What was she trying to do? As Lizette and I looked on in bewilderment, Gardas took the woman into his arms and... Did he? Gardas took the berry into his own mouth and plunged deeper, indulging the woman's lips as if they were fruits themselves. He totally did. I see. Just as you said, it really is delicious fresh fruit. Why was I reading your lines, Gardas? God damn it. It's because you won't talk unless I talk, huh? That's how this works. Anyway, Gardas' sickeningly flirtatious voice left the whole room in silence. If it felt this bad to Lizette and I, who were sitting a fair distance away, I dreaded to think how the women sitting near them were feeling. They're probably all excited. Still, it was extremely bold of them to do such a thing in front of their enemies. It didn't feel angry, or I didn't feel angry, correction, just humiliated, and I lowered my head in shame. I quickly glanced beside me and saw that Lizette had done the same. Hey, you don't pick on virgins, dude. Because you know they are. I think falling in love and like not doing any of those things are two different things. I'm just saying. Because you could totally love someone and never do that, you know? Anyway, I don't need to fall in love. Didn't I just say that, Gardus? I'm pretty sure I just said that. Thanks for listening.
俺のすべては姫様のためにある。姫様の身を守れるのならば、他はいらないんだ。
Just saying. Lizette's clear voice was as firm as steel and made me feel really embarrassed. I was about to pinch him to shut up when I heard him mumble something quietly as if to himself.
姫様さえ生きていれば、俺は。
We'll find no finish that.
人にはそれぞれの人生観というものがある。お前たちはそれで幸せなのかもしれんな。
I was expecting.
私からしてみれば、味気なさすぎてつまらないが。
Hey, to each their own. Everyone has a different perspective on what an exciting life is. Anyway, we're more happy to let you have fun. Don't worry. It'll be easier to kill you once your brain goes numb from all your activities.
恋は良いものだぞ。少なくとも成功しない私の暗殺を企て続けるよりもよほど価値があろう。
I sided with Gardus on that statement. It's a bit rich for a hedonistic demon like yourself to talk about love. God, these words. I felt the storm rise from my head as Gardus taunted me. I could feel my temper rising, so I stood up and made to leave my seat, not wanting to ruin the banquet.
姫様!
Oh, me and Lizette are leaving.
閲楽も人生には必要なものだろ。
Ignoring Gardus, I grabbed Lizette by the collar and dragged him out of the room with me. Oh, it's Kyrie. Oh, leaving so soon. Where'd your voice come from? We were greeted by the cheerful voice of Kyrie, the servant in charge of us. Oh, Kyrie is a girl, darn it. She was carrying a large plate of meat, undoubtedly another dish for the banquet. I don't remember what the other guy we met in last episode's name was. I don't remember. It must be tough for you too, Kyrie, always getting ordered around by a whimsical lord. Oh, no, not at all. He never orders us around. In fact, we servants wish he did it more often. He doesn't, even though he's obviously self-centered. Huh? Well, it seems he's taken a liking to both of you. I've never seen him so cheerful. Cheerful? The word was so unfitting, I cringed. The thought of a cheerful Gardus, all bouncy and excited like a little boy, seemed utterly preposterous. Well, Lord Gardus is a healthy young man. He's at that age, you know. It's natural for him to mess around and get excited around girls. So you overheard us just now, huh? Kyrie spoke of Gardus with an almost motherly affection and made me want to ask how old she was. But that wasn't what was important right now. Priorities. I'd grown attached to her over the last month or so, just talking to her every morning. Knowing that she'd overheard me insult the demon race made me feel awkward, and I couldn't look her in the eye. You say demons wouldn't understand love, but finding a race as passionate as ours would be a difficult task indeed. We would burn our bodies alive for the ones we love. I wonder if that's because of the strong desires our race holds. If we ever seriously fall in love with someone, we want to possess every fragment of their soul, their entire being. And because of that, losing someone we love is utterly devastating, just like Lord Gardus' mother, our previous ruler. His mother? Kyrie gave me a somewhat lonely smile. Yes. His mother fell in love with a human, and together they had Lord Gardus. Ooh, he's half-demon. That's interesting. Good to note. However, Lord Gardus' father insisted on living his life as a normal human, so they never made contact. In the end, Lord Gardus' mother was forced to watch his short life come to an end, unable to do anything. The pain became so much for her, she chose to leave this world and follow him. As I listened, I slowly came to realize why Gardus' words had been so full of pride. I'm sure he never saw his mother's death as tragic, but noble. He must have respected her for going that far for the one she loved. Love. But if that was true, then why didn't he act like that? Why did his actions contradict his words? Like when he kissed that woman earlier. I lightly shook my head, feeling oddly miserable for imagining that woman in Gardas. What he did with that other woman had nothing to do with me anyway. I knew that, but why was I getting so worked up over it? Gardas' words still echoed in my mind, and they wouldn't leave no matter what I did. It was starting to seriously annoy me. It's probably because I hate him so much. Yes, that has to be it. Why else would I care about what he does so much? With that rage-inducing matter in mind, I let out a deep sigh. Okay, done with that. Sorry, that was retarded. Anyway, here we go. You've really grown, you know. Who are you talking to? I said that with deep admiration, gazing at his back as the evening sun shone against it. Oh, it's Lizette. I wasn't sure. I thought it was the waterfall. What? I almost clicked erase there. You were still a teenager when we first met, weren't you? We were around the same height back then. How could you do that to me? A girl that tall in 3 years right under my nose? Because I can, son. I feel like I'm being left behind. I want to be as tall as you know. I wonder how tall she is in comparison to him. I like to think she's about to his shoulder height, but I don't know. Maybe when I see a picture I'll know. That's not helping things. No wonder Gardas treats me like a brat. I do drink milk every day, so why aren't I getting any taller? I grumbled to myself as I jogged ahead, overtaking Lizette. Aw, that's cute. But I want to become your shield too. Have one balanced. This isn't fair. Simple. I heard Lizette laugh behind me as I continued grumbling. Oh, and now you're laughing at me. What is it? I wonder what they look like. I bet they were cute. Oh, that day, huh? Ooh, flashback? Flashback! Ow. Demon. I'm sorry you had to help me, but you're actually pretty good. What's your name? Lizette, huh? Okay, Lizette, you watch my back from now on. So much for seeing them younger. Whatever. Yes, now that you mention it, that was the first time we spoke to one another, too. After that, you just did as I asked and watched my back the whole time. And because of that, I felt safe leaving myself in your hands. And actually, oh crap, I cut him off. Lizette's voice shrunk for an instant, the sound of our footsteps drowning him out. It sounded like he didn't want to finish his sentence. I stopped walking and turned around, eager to hear what he actually said. Sorry, your voice was too quiet. What were you saying? Oh yeah, you're just gonna keep doing that, huh? Eh? I tilted my head and inquired some more, but Lizette just smiled and wouldn't tell me. But still, he had an happy expression on his face, so I didn't pursue it any further. And that's when I realized it. If I wanted to see Lizette's face properly, I had to raise my head and look up. Then I guess he's a good deal taller than her if you have to actually like look up to see them. You really aren't a teenager anymore, are you? The thought made me feel somewhat lonely, but it made me feel happy too. What an odd feeling. As we kept walking, I glanced down towards Lizette's shadow and found myself thinking about how big it was compared to mine. Shadow comparison. Oh, cool, I gotta go out and pick something. Alright, so, what's that? What's that? There's something... What's that? What is that? Exclamation point. Well, last time, I went to the pub. Did I go to the brothel? No, I went to the theater and there was nothing there. Then I went to the pub. So, I'm gonna go to the toy shop. Just a shame. Apparently the owner was killed in the Lunaria Festival incident the other day. And there's no one to overtake the shop for him. What a pity. Why did that change colors? It's now purple. Okay, well, obviously the toy shop was a bad idea. We're gonna go to the brothel now. That's always a good idea. It's filthy in here. Well, that was my day. 2 places that nothing happened at. That's exciting. That's life. You go somewhere and like, whatever. You go to the other place, I was expecting something else to happen there, but whatever. The whole day goes by so quickly. I should go to bed. And to bed she went. Second reproduction. Death Bride. 3rd month. 3rd month. Alright, Gardas, you be bored. Because I'm going to end this episode right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, you know, I'm moving things the wrong way. We didn't do too much. We did a little bit. We understood that, you know, Chris is gonna try to understand how she's these mixed feelings. She's actually gonna try to, you know, find just her true sense of justice. And that's pretty cool. You know, once again, I was allowed to pick something, and I still don't know what I'm picking. So, bad ending. Oh, I'm on my way. You know, it's coming. But, I don't know. We found a little bit. We learned more about the demon race, and that was pretty exciting. So anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, comments are appreciated, and please share with a friend. It helps me out a lot. Anyway, I hope to see you on the next episode. Until then, bye everyone.
끝까지 포기 마라. 하늘이 내 곁을 지켜줄 거야. 너의 발걸음이